Yeah, and most people are against increased class size, but there are some people that say, uh, and this was true for me. When I was in school in Nebraska, the class size was large, and especially in high school. And I guess I didn't know any differently, so it worked
Yeah.
out. But then, you know, it's a different day and time now. Things have changed somewhat, so I don't know. A lot of people think it wouldn't work, but we have to have some trade-offs somewhere. I
Right.
mean, something's going to have to be cut. So
And this what's primarily driving these proposals is budgetary constraints, or
looming deficit.
now hasn't the Alameda School District been in deficit like the last 7, 8, 9 like years?
Yeah, they've cut $7 million the last 7 years. Um, they've trimmed down the administration to 3%, which is good. And they've tried to keep the cuts away from the classroom, but there's a bigger deficit that may be possible because of state funding being less, and also the parcel taxes in Alameda are going to sunset in a couple of years.
Hmm.
So the superintendent's saying that the deficit could go up to as high as 16 million, just to keep
The current level.
the current level of services, of programs. It may not go that high, but it could.
So what's driving the deficit? Is it just the state funding or the attendance or enrollment?
Well, the state funding has definitely gone down. It's a little under $5,000 per student per year. Now it used to be, I believe, about 5,700 per student per year, but also declining enrollment. And there's different reasons for that. I mean, we know about the gentrification on the West End, the closing of the large apartment complex, the BVs, and the biggest mass eviction ever in Alameda. And that definitely affected our public schools here on the West End. I think Chipman Middle School lost, was it around 300 students, at least 200 when the BVs closed. But enrollment continues to decline. Also, there are more charter schools springing up in Alameda, and those take students away from the public schools, so that takes money away.
So how does it take? So if it takes money away, why would it be proposed to make Chipman a charter school? And it's being said that it could be done and not lose money.
Yeah, there's different. Initially, the thought was that it would bring in more money because the state used to pay more per year per student for charter school students than for traditional public school students.
Okay.
But that's changing too. That's lowering, so it's about the same now.
Yeah.
It was the same in elementary school, but it was more for charter school students in middle school and high school. But now for middle school and high school, it's about the same as a regular public school. So at first it was thought, that there would be more money doing that, but now, one document that the superintendent put out said that the district would actually lose money starting the charter schools. Other people say it would about break even. I mean, I don't know if we really know exactly
Yeah.
what, whether it's going to make money or lose money. But for sure, the traditional public schools lose enrollment.
And so, where are some places people can get more information about like these plans for the school district? And is there any timeline, or like people need to get
Yeah.
informed and get feedback before?
Definitely. Well, the last plan was for the school board to make the decision in January about these scenarios, or the master plan, what'll be happening. There's a meeting on November 17th at 6:30 in the Alameda High School cafeteria where the master plan specifically will be discussed, and that's a meeting where people can talk and give their opinion. At the usual school board, the typical school board meeting, your time is much more limited to 2 or 3 minutes. But at this meeting, people can talk longer and say what they think. So that's an important meeting.
Yeah.
And then any of the school board meetings leading up to the decision would be a time to give some feedback. The website for the district has the different documents on it, the scenarios, different budget information, and that's www.alameda.k12.ca.us. And also there's a phone number there to call Amina Norris, who's heading the listening campaign that the district is doing to get feedback from the community.
Yeah. Okay.
So, should I read her number?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Amina's number is 337-7000, extension 7275, and that's area code 510. And then her email is community-outreach@alameda.k12.ca.us. And, I would encourage people to contact Amina and give her your opinion. And actually, the school district is asking us to do that. They want the community to give feedback. So this is the time to do it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.